I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one. Today's post, who are you going to believe? These are the droids you're looking for, and yes, Elon is a Nazi. For years now, the Republicons have used this Jedi mind trick that they're not very good at, but we've fallen for anyways. We see them do something terrible and start to complain, then they say it didn't happen and ask, who are you going to believe, us or your lying eyes? They did it when thousands of people were dying from COVID, but their leader claimed it was merely the flu. They did it when their leader lost the election, but he claimed he won, even though there was no evidence. They did it when their leader encouraged his followers to hold an insurrection, then claimed the rioters were merely tourists. Well, it's time for that shit to stop. And the best way to end it now is for you to start believing what you're seeing. Let's start with a few modest examples. 1. Trump didn't touch the Bible. The cons were all up in arms when Barack Obama was sworn in with his hand on the Bible and accidentally transposed a few words in the oath because Chief Justice John Roberts did so. But they may not seem to have noticed that Trump, a person that evangelicals call a man of God, refused to touch the Bible when he was sworn in. Not only should you ask why they're ignoring it, you should wonder why he didn't touch it. I mean, is it really a legitimate oath to the deity of a so-called Christian nation if he didn't touch its holy book? If he didn't touch it, who is he swearing to? Himself? And more importantly, was he afraid to touch it because he knew he would burst into flames? As Tucker Carlson himself once said, I'm just asking questions. Number 2, an explosion is an explosion is an explosion is an explosion. The first time a rocket owned by Elon Musk's SpaceX exploded around launch, he called it a, quote, fast fire. When a second SpaceX rocket blew up real good recently, he said it was, quote, a rapid, unscheduled disassembly, end quote. And people nodded their head and just agreed. The truth is, a rose by any other name is still a rose, and an explosion by any other name is still an explosion. And 3, yes, that really was a Nazi salute. If you were feeling charitable and particularly gullible, you might be able to explain away what looked like Elon doing a Nazi salute once on Inauguration Day as the result of irrational exuberance. Extremely irrational, but not when he did it twice. Elon Bobby, it may have been a Roman salute during Roman times, but they're not Roman times. This is the modern era, and the modern era things have modern era meanings. Gay no longer means happy. A boner is no longer an accident, and no matter what your apologists, and the hapless Anti-Defamation League claim, a Sig Heil is really a Sig Heil, especially when you follow it up with tasteless, offensive Holocaust jokes. Folks, if you don't believe it was a Nazi salute, I cordially invite you to walk into a VA hospital, a Holocaust museum, or the streets of Germany or Israel and greet someone that way and see what happens. Hell, even Germans say it was a Nazi salute, and the Proud Boys are falling all over themselves in disbelief that he actually did it and nobody said anything. Folks, you saw what you saw. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And the saga continues. So does the resistance. Because I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one.